Changing the oil on one of these cars is one of the most frustrating processes you will ever experience. You will need something to catch the coolant because it will spill, and you will need something for the oil. Oil filter and oil. Make sure you use a 10mm for one screw. Don't lose it. Lift up and remove. Okay, now we have to disconnect the hose down at the bottom, and that's where we're going to use our coolant catch. I have to lift the car. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Oh, there's fun. Okay. Now, you can see, okay, looks good. Remove this guy. Con pinzas. Remove this guy. And yes, you're gonna lose all your coolant from here, which is why we're going to recover it with that pan down there. All right. Nope. It's okay. Choke on that. Okay. Now we just need the bottom. You see how down there there's like a little plug? You gotta remove that. Now to lift. And now you will remove this by gently pulling this out. Gently pull out the tab. There we go. Now it will pop out. I will suggest just empty this out. That way you don't have any. There we go. See? No problem. You're gonna kind of move this out of the way ever so slightly while you can reach this. Okay. There we go. Gently wipe everything off and leave a towel down there to catch the oil that will definitely spill. Remove your coolant reservoir. Later on you will filter this and put it back into the container. Now we will clean the container because a clean container is a happy container. Now we're ready to empty the oil. You are going to use an 8 hex. It will go right here. Make sure it's hex. A star will work, but I do not recommend using star. All right. Whoever did this last did not tighten this like an idiot. You will get oil all over your fingers. That is okay. Ah! My towels are over there. Okay, I'm gonna have to run. Go. Now that you clean most of your mess, that hopefully no one will notice, you will use a socket to remove this. It'll be a 27mm socket. Need an extension. Okay, plenty of room. Remove. Nothing in this car should be too tight. If it is too tight, you will break it. Right. Quickly remove and put upside down. If you are fortunate, it will be minimal oil. Double check your filter is correct. Should be able to balance this. Wix is the nice brand. It will pop out. Okay. All right, so it looks like it will fit. Forgot what brand I used last time. You just press on. Nice. Okay, hand tighten. Make sure you replace this, okay? Lube up the old one and the new one just a little bit, and carefully remove this with a pick. You can use your nails if you still have any nails left over. This will take a while, so let me go get some tools. Should be tight. All right, it is on. Gently put this back on. Hand tighten carefully. Remove rag. Look how much oil we soaked up. Quality engineering. Make sure you clean up your mess, because you will have left some mess. Guaranteed. Hand tighten. You can use the torque wrench, or you can just tighten it until you feel it stop. Do it very slowly, and if you notice any leaks when the car is running, stop the car immediately. It means that the seal you installed just broke and you might have to reuse your old one. Sometimes from the factory they will become too thick. So just be very careful when putting this on. You will hear the creaking of rubber if you listen closely. That means the seal is going on just fine. It stopped. That is tight. You may now close the oil pan and pour your oil. Replace your gasket. I prefer brass. Brass is nice. And go into your car. Oil should have been done by now. No te caigas. A mano primero. Do it by hand first. And then twist. Nope. And good and tight. Tight. Make sure you only tighten it until you feel some resistance. The soft crush washer will provide the seal necessary. This is the oil that spilled from the oil filter. because I did not put anything under there. That is my fault. Otra vez tengo que limpiar. This is why Mini Coopers leak. Great design, guys. Great design. Put this back on. First, you will close it and then push in. Locked and loaded. Insert in the hole. Push. Click up. Actually, click up first and then put in the hole. There we go. Now this bad boy, you can remove the stick. Ah, que no sale. All right, put this back on. Turn that like that. It is in. Use your impact drill to strip the screws. Now you're ready to fill this back with the coolant that you lost. Okay, my other camera died, so we're gonna use this one. Fill it back up. You can use a paper filter. Okay, this was taking too long. I'm just gonna put new coolant. Way too long. I don't have time for this. Don't let your cat drink that, they will die. Pour the oil. Ah! There we go. Okay. I'm gonna lower the car and then I'm gonna check the dipstick to see if I put the right amount. Make sure you check that nothing is leaking. No, nothing out of the ordinary. That is oil. And then aceite, it's probably from when I opened the oil filter. A little bit of oil is fine. Once the car starts, make sure there's no massive leaks. Lift the car. So, now's the time to check your oil level. Grab a more or less clean towel. That's clean enough. You can barely see it on the stick, but it's like right there. Yeah, now it's halfway. Okay, when we run the car, it should be low again. Let us check. Now we check for oil leaks under the car. It's a hot day. It's a very hot day. Turn off the car. All right, it's close to the middle. We're gonna let the car settle down and check it one more time. It's actually kind of low right now. We're gonna put more oil in it. It's halfway there. Halfway. I will take the car for a test drive, let it sit, and check again later on. The end.